This episode is brought to you by my 8-week coaching program. You can go from wanting to become a professional organizer to having your very own business and organizing for clients in only 8 weeks. I will walk you through the process one-on-one, step-by-step to starting the pro organizing business of your dreams. My coaching program is designed specifically for you and the goals that you want to achieve. Whether you have already started creating your pro organizing business or you are just getting started, I will come alongside of you to help you reach your goals. You are listening to the Pro Organizers Coach podcast. I'm Samantha Brown, a professional organizer and business coach. In this podcast, you will learn how to start and scale the organizing business of your dreams. So let's jump in. All right, so I wanted to bring you this bonus episode. It'll only be a few minutes long, but I wanted to bring you some common expenses that you will have as a professional organizer. So let's talk about the things that you need to remember and think about as you set up your business and as you decide what your rates are going to be, along with the items that you need to keep track of for your tax purposes. Now, all of these won't apply to everyone, but I wanted to do this bonus episode to make you aware of all of the common expenses of most professional organizers. Now, you can also keep receipts for the majority of these items to take them to your tax professional. This will be a quick episode, but very informative, so let's get into it. So first off, talking about taxes, of course, you will need to get your taxes done by a tax professional, and you will have those expenses that will be a business write-off. It will depend on the legal structure that you use for your business and who you use as your tax professional. Now, another common expense is your business license. You need to check your city's website or go to your Secretary of State. Now, if you choose to hire an accountant, that is also an expense that you will have to have as a professional organizer. Any legal advice that you might need for your business. You will also have financial expenses such as bank charges, the fees on any sales that you use an online processing for, as in Square, Venmo, those types of things. They will definitely charge you to pull your money out. Then you also have credit card processing fees if you use Square or anything online that takes credit card information. Now, you will need insurance for your business. It is required in the U.S. Any training that you do, including books, classes, lectures, workshops, courses, those types of things, you will need to think about because that will come out of your profit, but it will also be something you can use as a tax write-off. Then if you get coaching, anything to do with your automobile, the amount of gas that you are going to have to use to get to and from your sessions, but also to and from the consultation. And if you do like me and run off any of the trash or donations at the end of your sessions, all of those things use gas. So you've got to figure those gas prices in. But you can also use your gas mileage as a write-off if you keep up with it. Now, any car maintenance that you do to your car, because that is what you are using to get to and from sessions. Parking fees, depending on where you are organizing. Now, we need to talk about your office space. If you separate your office from your home, then the fees you are going to have are for the electric, a phone, which is a dedicated line for your business, internet, and then any kind of software when you purchase it or upgrades. Now, of course, if you don't separate your office from your home and you set up a room or an area in your home as your office, then you could just get a phone that's a dedicated line for your business, and then you could have the tax write-offs. I think it's like 10% of the square footage of your home or something like that, but your tax professional can help you with that, of being able to write off some of the electric, water bills, different things, the internet that you need for your home office. All right, now let's talk about marketing fees. Any materials, pictures, if you have professional pictures made, any graphic design, of course, your social media management platforms, which of course you have two options. You pay someone or you do it yourself, as I did. And then your website, you have two possibilities. You either pay someone or you do it yourself. Your hosting platform, which, like I've said before, I suggest Squarespace, and then you don't even have to worry about paying someone for the security side of things because it's all part of your Squarespace package. and then your domain, which that is a fee that you pay once a year. And like I said, you can go to GoDaddy.com or you can use Squarespace and buy the domain straight through them. And then the last thing that you are going to need is stationery and office supplies. Any kind of supplies that you use in projects with your clients or anything that you're using for yourself in your office. Both of those are write-offs and also things that you're going to have to pay for. Now, for me, in my sessions, I bring gloves and then I bring contractor bags. And I have found that at Home Depot, there is a brand called Husky, and they are contractor cleanup bags. I buy a big box of those and keep them in my car to take to my sessions. And then, of course, the gloves that I use and any masks. Now, you also want to have a bag that you bring with you in your car with some supplies. And I will definitely do an episode on what to put in those bags. But for now, you just need to think about the supplies that you're going to have to buy for when you do your sessions, because you have to have the bags to use to haul off things. And I promise you it's worth getting your own bags, because one of my very first sessions, we were doing a pantry and we were putting all of those heavy bottles and cans and different things that had expired in the bag. And as we were carrying it out to the car, it broke straight through the bottom and went all over her driveway. And so there we were picking up glass and everything else in her driveway. It was horrible. And it was one of the times that I had my own bags, but she asked to use her bags. So I allowed it at the time because I was so new. I was just like, sure, we can use your bags to put the trash in. But what I learned that day is that it's better to just bring your own very thick contractor bags and always use those, because you never want the bag to break on you in front of your client. I promise. So, like I said, I know this was quick, but I hope this information will help you understand and calculate your professional organizing rates. Being a successful organizer means having well-managed finances and keeping up with all of your receipts throughout the year to make your taxes easier on you at the end of the year. Alrighty, we will see you on the next one. You have been listening to the Pro Organizers Coach podcast. Go to the show notes to find all of the links mentioned in this episode and hit that subscribe and automatic download button so you don't miss a single thing. Thanks for listening.